This is a PG Christian stream.
This is not a Christian stream.
Anyway, hello everybody. I think we appear to be live. So let's get ready to jam some Modern for the first time in a while. I did one Modern stream I think a month or two ago, and then I was like, wow, this format still sucks. I'm out. But today's ban list announcement: they banned Hogak, they banned Faithless Looting, and they unbanned our girl Stoneforge Mystic. So now we get to concoct all the terrible Stoneforge Mystic decks that we can in Modern, which is a lot. I made a list of at least 10 different decks I want to try, and my very minimal experience in the Modern format in a while makes it so that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this format anymore. I am a Legacy player. So all these lists that I'm going to be playing are in complete beta garbage, a bunch of not very well constructed ideas that I'm like, hey, I want to try these cards. Then you play them and you're like, okay, these cards were good, these cards are bad, etc., etc. Expand upon those ideas. But today we're doing blue-white taxes, which I think won the poll that I ran. I checked it right before I was going live, and I was like, oh, it actually tied with mono-white taxes, but blue-white was already in my head cooking as the deck I wanted to play the most so far. So we're playing blue-white taxes, which is a reasonably light blue splash. I probably could have afforded to play more blue sideboard cards, but fuck it, we're jamming, and we're gonna figure out what's good and what's bad, right? So we're playing a lot of the mono-white taxes shell. This was a shell that I found in a lot of my preliminary list that I was trying, which is Giver, Path, Vial, Thalia, Stoneforge, Flickerwisp, and then a 3 equipment package, and then you just fill out the extra 10 to 12 cards with whatever your color splash is. You can put in Eldrazi Displacer, Thought-Knot Seer, or Tidal Sculler, Wasteland Strangler, or I don't know, red cards, Magus the Moon, stuff like that. What swords we're using? We're trying out sort of Light and Shadow, sort of Fire and Ice, and obviously Batter Skull, and then we have a sort of Feast and Famine in the sideboard. What's up, Lackey? But I don't know about sort of Fire and Ice. People tell me this sword has been really impressive, but I'm obviously coming from Legacy, it's a very powerful equipment there, but its protections mean close to nothing in Modern, but it does have the best trigger out of any of the swords, so it's a toss-up. Hell yeah, now we can start pretending to be Legacy and start pretending to be Modern. Mariner is the best goblin chain. Dude, Mariner seems pretty sick. Mariner making your opponent's K commands cost 5 mana is seems really, really sweet. There's also some debate on whether or not using Snow Basics and On Thin Ice over Path. I don't think you could, in a color splash list, I don't think you could afford to play On Thin Ice, right? And also, Path is... Oh, so, because Path isn't free anymore, your Path Thalia deck with no Arbiter for the Wombo combo. Stuff all the time. We'll get Wasteland Stranglers eventually. Yeah, I think Stoneforge has room to grow in a lot of different shells. There was there were 3 or 4 different iterations of just blue-white taxes-ish that I wanted to try out. There's a point where maybe you don't even play Vial and you play just a mid-rangey a Stoneblade creature deck with Giver of Runes, Stoneforge Mystics, Unsettled Mariner, and just Spell Queller, and you play Force of Negation and stuff as just a very creature-based Stoneblade deck. Is there any thought to playing Queller? We're playing Quellers in this deck. We got 4 Spell Quellers, because I think it's pretty good, and one of the reasons to play blue. All these random groupies coming to your Twitter after your Hawks with their inferior color choices. D-Sphere my Stoneforge and a Vial on 3, though. Okay, take a look at. Oh, we should probably... D-Sphere seems like a good card. Oh, no, wait. Deputy Detention. Wait. Fuck it. Why are we not playing Deputy Detention in this list? This is why I haven't ordered the cards yet. I was going to make a card order, but I knew that chat would come up with better ideas than I had. So we should probably be playing, Deputy Detentions. Maybe, 1/1 split with Reflector Mage. Play one on the sideboard. Cut this something. Not even a 1 of V-Click. The mana, the way I constructed it, it's kind of hard to cast V-Click. But, definitely has potential. Unfortunately, Deputy Attention doesn't have, like, the Flicker Wisp Wombo combo, but it seems pretty sick. Anyway. Let's get this Mirror Crusader. Fuck Jund. We'll dodge it, don't worry. We don't need to play against Jund. Blue-White Spirits with Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, there's so many lists I want to try. Stoneforge Mystic is sweet. Cat better show up this streamer chat riot. We've actually locked the cats out because Lily is in here actually, so it'll be a dog stream at least. All the time, increasingly bitter. We're not playing Wasteland Stranglers. We'll play Wasteland Stranglers probably this week, maybe even Wednesday. But anyway, I should probably put in this card hoarder order, and then get started.
Lily.
I think this list needs more Spell Center Spray. I don't know if you have enough fairies to actually make Spell Center Spray good.
Lily, sit.
Like, I guess there are like a lot of the removal spells are at 1 mana, which makes Spell Center Spray decent.
Go sit.
Gotta put in this order.
Lily, sit.
Oh, I missed Fetch and Shock. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I missed that. And Corwinko, thanks for the follow as well. Let's get these cards going. Going to share cards in Modern Legacy now. Yeah, there's. Someone pointed out that like the entire non-land portion of like Squawks and my Legacy Squawks and Taxes list is just all Modern Legal now. Except for the GTA. May ever your Mulligan 6 have better. You don't. It doesn't matter now if you have Batter Skull in your mulligans. It has to be your top card now. I should also probably export this list to put it on Cardboard Live. Oh man. Finally get to put modern decks on here. I never get to do that. This card is not valid in chosen format. Fuck off, Cardboard Live. We're playing Stoneforges. So who's the big name person that retweeted, promoted Owen that people kept referencing but never saying? Huey Jensen, I think, was what most people were referring to, because Huey retweeted it. Alright, blue-white taxes. Modern is good again. Oh, whoops. Card hoarders here. We'll see, I guess. Modern is definitely completely different now. And, time will tell how good or bad Modern is. It's definitely better than, it was prior, I think. Let's get all these cards in here. Did I only have 14 cards? Probably. Gonna be angry in the corner about Sprite. Oh, you just start your league. Oh, maybe Sprite's good. Depends on. I don't know. It feels so clunky, right? There just like aren't any fairies in your deck besides Unsettled Mariner. It's like you're only countering 1-drops with it. Is that good enough? Maybe. All right. This deck is Modern legal. Let's fucking jam. I think Light and Shadow main board. Feast of Heaven sideboard is the right choice. Yeah, this was my initial thoughts. I was a little cold on Fire Knights at first, but people kept talking about it, and I kind of came around to it. Fuck off, Legacy. It's Modern time. Never thought I'd say that in, like, all of 2019, basically. Man, I hope this deck... I didn't miss something glaring with this deck, and I'm just, like, a complete idiot. And missing. I probably missed a bunch of things, but... Well, it's a fucking jam. Also, apologies in advance if Lily starts randomly barking on stream. I'll try to mute my mic as soon as possible, but she is in the room, and she is a volatile puppy. Hand's great. We have Giver into Thalia or Stoneforge into Spell Queller. Hand's perfect. Run it back every time. This guy's on prison. Like, just red prison. Oh, fuck. We can't be a Blood Moon with this hand. I'm keeping it anyway. We can beat a Chalice. Uh-oh. This doesn't feel like a Chalice hand. Ah, thank God. We can fetch a basic now. Let's go get our basic planes here so we can cast most of our hand. Look, all the time, it'd be a lot worse for us if we were playing, oh, nice Chalice on one. If we were playing normal, if we were playing Eldrazi Taxes versus the Blood Moon deck, right? Why do you use M1 Cat Full Arts? It was the basics that were given to me when I made my Moto account. I think because Our Devastation was the set, like the most recently printed set at the time. So it's just what my go-to is. I guess I probably want to play Thalia here over Stoneforge Mystic. Just, like, tax my opponent out of casting spells here. The stream title is Big Game today. The stream title is correct, right? Yeah, that's... Next turn we can Geist of Saint Traft, Spell Queller, or Stoneforge Mystic. Depending on what my opponent does here. Wait, that's a weird card, but okay. What do I want to do? I kind of want Geist of Saint Traft's a lot worse when my opponent plays Eidolon on the Great Ruffle. Although we do have a Gancho Castle to just attack with Geist into it, and if they block, then we can just like a Gancho Castle it. Stoneforge Mystic, it just doesn't fit into the curve as well, just because obviously it's 2 mana on a 3 mana turn. I think I'm okay just like... I could also just leave up Spell Queller. But my opponent's not casting like a scary card next turn, right? Because they'll only have 4 mana into a Thalia. So they can't cast like a Chandra or something. Kind of in for Geisting. Glacier 6, thank you for the 3-month resub. Stoneforge on base, white mana, best mana. Indeed. Thank you for your support. You allocate 2 mana protecting Geist, you have 2 mana cast Stoneforge next turn too. That's also true. But I imagine if the Ganjo cast is on the table, they wouldn't block. But you never know. Punch. Oh, that needs blue mana. I don't know if he has sweepers or not. I imagine there's probably some sort of sweeper in these red decks, right? They probably played something. Simian Spirit. I mean, what would Simian Spirit Guide Chandra even do? Like, kill the Giver and then we can just kill the Chandra? Sweltering Suns? Yeah, we just, like, would keep the Geist around and then, like, Stoneforge Thalia. Bridge. Yeah, we don't have that many answers to Bridge. It's only the Flicker Wisps. We don't have GTA to go underneath bridges in this format. Nice, we did it. We won. Look at that. Deck's busted. You can answer a bridge in hand. I guess that's true. But I mean, like, not if they just, like, played a mountain and cast a bridge there. Then our plan would be just to get in as much damage as possible and then draw Flicker Wisp. All the time being increasingly bitter about everything that's happening. Alright, I think my sideboard for this matchup is, like, nothing. I guess we have Disenchant Deputy Detention. Teferi's okay. Teferi bounces a bridge and stuff. Gideon's probably a little bit too, whatever. Being red prison across multiple formats. Yeah, some things do indeed never change. What don't we want in this matchup? Like, pass? Does this, like, play creatures? It played an Eidolon. Do they play, like, Rabble Masters in this format? Man, I should have had, like, MTG Goldfish modern decks pulled up, because I'm going to be asking that question a lot. In fact, I'm just going to They play Rabble Master and stuff. Rabble Master is just like so much less threatening when you can't just like Ancient Tomb Chrome Mox it on turn 1 though. Like we can beat a turn 2 Rabble Master so much easier than a turn 1 Rabble Master. Does Mariner do anything? I guess they probably target our stuff post board with like a Braids. Spellcaller is good. Mage is probably not good. Maybe like this is how we sideboard. Ooh, Revoker's probably actually decent. Rituals, Karn, Goblins, Bridge. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that maybe. This looks okay. Do we still want sort of Light and Shadow? Maybe not. Let's submit Seymour to the deck. We got him too good last time. Wow, this hand does not seem like a keep. In my expert D&T analyzing opinion, I think this hand is bad, guys. Hey, this hand's much better. Huh, what do we ship? One of our 3-drops for sure. Maybe the Geist here? Been Geist? Yeah. Spellcaller Deputy seemed just more important in this matchup. Well, hopefully we don't get turn 1 Blood Moon or something. Top deck like Aether Vial. Seal Shadow, thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. Geist is functionally Mirroring Crusader with Hexproof. Yeah, that's kind of fair. Text for 6. What you got, opponent? Ritual Rabble Master wouldn't be that bad. Just like Chalice. Ooh, what are we doing? Ritual Chandra or something would be kind of scary. Yeah. It's a little bit threatening, I would say. Actual 0% hit land. Yeah, I probably shouldn't actually fetch, should I? Since I want to get a basic anyway. And I want to draw a 3rd land really badly. Well, hey, there's my Geist of Saint Draft. Well, we gotta play some here, so it's probably the Thalia, because I assume they're just gonna kill it anyway, and then we can hit a land to, like, Deputy or Teferi. And if they don't kill a Thalia, we still Deputy, assuming we find a land. Go, Thalia, you can fight a Chandra, right? Wow, no respect for the Thalia. Maybe they're just gonna kill it. Could just like abrade it or something. Question is, what do I want to do with this Chandra? If I draw another land here. I guess it has to be Deputy if they don't kill my Thalia here. Which they don't. Oh, rip. Maybe we should have gotten Island. Island wouldn't help me cast anything into a Blood Moon, though. Like, all my things that cost blue mana also cost white mana. The Island doesn't do anything. Unless, if I wanted an Island, if I could cast multiple blue spells at a turn, but we need, like, 6 mana to be doing that anyway. Modern slower now. For now, at least. I think it is. Alright, well, let's attack this Chandra and just play Stoneforge, I guess. Not happy about it. There could easily just be like a Pyroclasm effect. And we just get absolutely savaged. Kind of need to make my opponent have it, though. I don't really like filing here. Let's grab Sword of Fire, nice. That was like so far from being relevant. We really need to put pressure on the Chandra. Like even if they like plus for mana and then like Pyroclasm affect me, we can still like just rip land and Deputy it or whatever. Like we still have game after that. What Pyroclasm effect did they even play in this deck? Anger. I guess that makes sense. Hey, look at that. Do we K-Return? Yeah, I don't think K-Return's like super playable in Modern unless I'm missing something, though, right? I don't think instant speed's worth the missing damage. Could Teferi bounce it? They haven't hit this land drop yet. And I draw a card. Deputy's a little bit more fragile. Can't bounce walkers. Oh, this thing doesn't bounce walkers? I thought it just unsummoned anything. Fuck, this card sucks. Alright, let's Deputy. Artifact, creature, or enchantment. So is that just non-planeswalker permanent? Imagine how busted it would be to bounce walkers. I mean, you can already bounce, like, their 5-mana creature or whatever. So it's basically the same thing, right? Oh, it can bounce itself, though. That's, like, pretty fucked up, right? I mean, 3-mana draw a card, but, you know. There's shenanigans you can do with that. We're detaining Chandra. They, like, abrade the Deputy, get the Chandra back. We're just playing Geist after that. They would need a Wrath to clear it, because it has hexproof, and we can, like, attack into the Chandra easily. Karn. It's, like, kind of threatening. What does this go get?
Lily.
Guess they're figuring out what it goes and gets. Like a ballista? I imagine there's like a ballista in their sideboard, right? That would make sense. They have ritual, they went what? They just plussed it. Weird. What do you mean if they have ritual they win? Like if they like got lattice and then like ritualed out a lattice, they would need like land ritual lattice, and even then like we have creatures in place, so it's not a win.
Girl, sit.
I think I'm just gonna go
Lily.
fetch land Vile, attack the Karn. It's kind of shitty though because we price ourselves into flashing this Queller. I'm a little tempted to just cast the Geist, but I'm a little scared of what this Karn can do.
Sit.
I don't know what else. They could get like a bridge. I guess that's pretty threatening. They don't have that many cards in hand. Yeah, bridge is scary. So we can fetch like an island here. And if they like go get Lattice or something, then we just flash and Queller in response to Lattice and just attack on the Karn. Wow, that's just a bridge out of their hand, huh? That's not super good. Oh, hang on. Gotta fetch first. Gimme. What the hell's that island? Oh no! I didn't put in the Amonkhet Island. What a mistake. Oh, they're gonna ritual into a second bridge. But we can, Teferi bounce the bridge, clear the Karn at least. But then we have to, like, get past the bridge again. I wonder if there's a play where I can, like, Teferi bounce my own Deputy at some point, but that might be a play. They'd have to get the Teferi off the table. It can't tick up and take down the bridge again later, so... And we just like find Flicker Wisps. Now that bridge back. Oh, Disenchant, that's pretty good. Pretty good at killing bridges. Professional assessment. Yeah, or just draw Disenchant, easy. Why do things the hard way when you can just do them the easy way? I might just not Disenchant it next turn, just like set up a bigger board. I'm a little scared of our Wrath, but they basically have to top deck it. Sure. So they have nothing. They have actual nothing in hand. Bounce your Queller to get rid of that bridge forever too. Oh, because they can't. They couldn't cast it. Oh, that's actually funny. Because of the Teferi ability. Take this vial up. They have 5 mana, that doesn't really do a lot. It's my best way to just lethal them as much as possible. We could just disenchant Thalia, or disenchant Mariner, Thalia, just keep attacking. Maybe that is the play. This sword takes a while to get online. We can't disenchant Geist, we don't have enough mana. Plus this before I forget. I'm not even gonna put in this Thalia. I don't think I tax anything when they have 5 lands in play. I'd rather, like, if they do have some sort of Wrath. Why is Chalice still in? God knows. If there's some sort of Wrath, I want to, like, rebuild. Could have, like, cast Thalia and Violin the Mariner, but Mariner... I don't know. Mariner, you need to have him play, like... You don't play in response to stuff, right? So if they kill my Queller, they, like, don't even get their thing back, right? Because you can't cast it while, like, even if it's, like, during their main phase, right? I don't know how Queller works exactly. Queller into Teferi. I'm doing the Thalia end step. I can still cast the sword for 4 mana here. Ooh, another Queller. I think I'm attacking with everything. If they want to trade Simian Spirit Guide for Mariner, that's a fine deal for me. Because they can, like, attack down my Teferi or something, but... I'm just going to cast the sword and leave Queller or Geist. Attacking my Teferi or so he thinks. Alright. Do we have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Only with Geist we have lethal. I think we're 1 off if we have to Queller this turn. Oh, Lily's starting to get antsy. What's the play to win percentage on Simian Spirit Guide? It's gotta be pretty low. Goblin Rabblemaster, right? Oh, wait. No, do we have lethal if we don't? Hey, shh.
Lily. Sit.
So we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're 1 off. I kind of just want to save this Queller and just clear the Geist with the sword trigger or whatever and keep Queller just in case. I think this just resolves. We can even block the token with the Geist Violin. We have lethal anyway. Do we have lethal with a Giant Angel? Maybe we do. Oh yeah, we just bounce it with a Teferi. That's true, we have super lethal. Going after the Teferi, huh? That's what you think. Opponent. Also, we might just have lethal in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We actually do have lethal even without bouncing the Rattle Master, because the Geist would have per red. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with the Angel. Nice. Good start. Deck's busted. Oh god. Lily's going crazy over there.
When you catch a break, go get her rawhide.
Alright, I'm gonna go get Lily a little treat right between rounds here. Our deck is busted because Teferi's a fair magic. Teferi's pretty good against the Stoneforge decks. Lily. I'm gonna mute my mic just in case she goes crazy while I'm gone. Alright, we're good. Alright, dog hopefully taken care of for a little bit. Let's play another round of Magic. Turns out Death and Taxes dunks on Red Prison in all formats. Matchup was definitely harder for like Black-White Eldritch Taxes just because you were so fucking soft to Blood Moon. You hear loud crashes and destruction. She's not crashes. She just is not a graceful animal. She's just like flopping around. Oh, hey, Yama Killer. He's probably streaming right now. He's probably playing Hardened Scales. His hand kind of sucks. Also really sucks against Hardened Scales. What are my good cards against Hardened Scales? It's like, Mariner and Flicker Whisper pretty good. Yeah, his hand just is not very good regardless. This hand's strong though. Giver is pretty solid. Yeah, this hand's... What am I shipping with this hand? This hand's gas. I guess like the second... Mariner's so good at multiples though. How do they ballistic down your stuff? The greedy line is ship this fielder in. That's so greedy. Ship him, yeah. Ship Mariner is probably the choice, but like Mariners are so good in multiples, especially against like the Walking Ballista deck. Shipping the fielder in feels so fucking greedy. Cast actual nothing in your hand. That is a reasonable point. Fielder doesn't actually let me cast a 2-drop on turn 2. Alright, I'm in for it now. Yep, scales. Oh, see, never punished. Never didn't have it indeed. So we're just gonna cast Mariner, Viola, and give her next turn. Scrapyard Recombiner. What the fuck does this thing do again? Sack an artifact, search a library for a construct, put in your hand. Modular 2, sure. Whatever, I don't read cards. Wow, just never didn't have it at all, did I? Just don't want to take damage here, so we just fetch another planes. He's really good at scales. We also, like, didn't he win a modern challenge with humans or something? Just wondering if there's a reason for me to want to fetch Island. I don't think so, especially with this file going on. So Unsettled Mariner pretty good against stuff like Walking Ballista here. My opponent can start recombining. Just certainly threatening. Kind of just want to Reflector Mage this. Yeah, I'm just getting a bunch of damage. They can't cast next turn. We have Spell Queller. Just want to Reflector Mage this, get another Mariner going. Well, the odds we can attack with his Giver of Runes, like, really high, right? Does it play, like, Dismembers? You have to pay 2 mana to target any of my shit. 2 extra mana. Yeah, I think Giver's getting into the red zone here. Problem is, like, all my creatures are shitty ground piddlers, so if he plays, like, a 3/3, we just can't attack into it. Probably, like, aggressively use Giver to push damage, right? Yeah, like, we can't attack into just a 3/3 Ballista, even if it can't really shoot my creatures. Seems like a tough matchup. We have tools that make it a lot stronger. Stuff like Flicker Wisp. Like, if we just had a Wisp here, Wisp this Ballista, it's just so good. We can attack and get what they block protection. That's true, that gets them more damage. Eddie with the actually good plays. To my piddling 2 damage plays. So yeah, they would have to pay 4 mana to kill a Giver of Runes or a Mariner, right? That would be their whole turn, and then we would also just have a second Giver in play. That seems pretty good. When was the last time you played some Modern? Yeah, not a long time. Punch. Colorless. Queller on a Vial. Can push a bunch of damage. Probably just Spell Queller anything.
There's something there. Oh, that's the Rawhide.
Have to read Recombiner every time. I still don't know what the fuck this card does. You sack an artifact. Oh, my opponent is pinging down a Mariner. Interesting. They're just spending their whole turn doing this? And we just get in so much damage. Man, what if I had like a Flicker Wisp or something here and just like savagely blew him out? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he's got an Opal. Does that do anything here? What's happening? Is he gonna cast the Recombiner here? Definitely just gonna Queller this and punch for a lot. With 2 Give Reverends up. Yeah, he has nothing in hand. Yeah, got him. Kind of a shuffle. Maybe. I would have to look at how low his life would have been. Because those, the Ink Moths do get some blocking, some quality blocking duty. It's okay, Ponce. Earth is that Recombiner card. It's like a it like sacks. It eats artifacts and like tutors constructs or something. Yeah. Anyway. So a Teferi matchup might be definitely a Revoker matchup. Tutors all good cards. Doesn't tutor Arcbound Ravager, but yes, tutors all the other good cards. It's a Teferi match. Feels like it is. Unsummons seem good against my opponent's deck. Rest in Peace. Yeah, I was considering Rest in Peace. Just to turn off, whatever, the modular things. What sucks? Thalia sucks a lot. Mariner seems insane. Geist does not seem insane. Light and Shadow does not seem great here. Fire Skull's good. Fire and Ice is but probably better than Light and Shadow. We only have one more cut though, right? Could just. Yeah, Capon's killed it at Vegas. Lily.
Having fun.
Yeah, Lily's going crazy over there. Let's cut the Light and Shadow. It's probably fine. Cut a Stoneforge, I guess. I think I'd rather have 4 Stoneforge and 2 equipment than 3 Stoneforge and 3 equipment, right? We're not playing any Spell Starters in this version. I'm not experienced with Blow-White Taxes at all, but Spell Starter didn't look good on face value, but like maybe it's good and I'm wrong, but we'll see. How long till we get a Lily cam? Lily's like right over there. I can turn the camera. Ooh. Oh, nope, that's my mic. You can't see Lily because she's directly behind the mic. There she is. Anyway, submit. Dogs are great. She's a little monster sometimes, but she's good.
She destroyed
With the classic IKEA chair it is. Phantasmal Image. Another card that could no main deck guys. We did that. We did it. We had 2 main deck Geists, Lunic. We just cut them this game too. Sand is decent, not great. We can't actually cast this Flicker Wisp awkwardly until we activate the Field of Ruin, but like Path Disenchant Mariner like has to be good, right? Oh yeah, Phantasmal Image seems less good when you have equipment. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this hand's definitely a keep. Also, we can just like find a white source in the million turns we have before we want to cast Flicker Wisp. Man, what's it like to just always have turn 1 Hardened Scales? We talk about this island. Yeah, I forgot. My bad, guys. I was gonna ask if I leave up the Path here. Is Mariner legit in non-tribal decks? Seems okay. Seems like really good against just removal spells in tandem with like Thalia and Giver of Runes and stuff. Just taxes the shit out of what your opponent's trying to do. Guess I kind of want to play Path next turn. I don't really want to shock myself, so probably disenchanting the Hardened Skills the turn after that. Hardened Scales is just like such a backbreaker. Is Force an option for sideboards? Which Force? Wow, what's it like? Oh wow, nothing, huh? Do I pop one of these scales? I like have to, right? As soon as my opponent draws like a land to cast their Walking Ballista or something. Mariner, go? Really? You're not scared of these Hardened Scales? I guess they can like play a thing, not ping my Mariner, and then we can like path it and then disenchant a thing. It's not unreasonable. Like they can't capitalize with the one trigger they get off of, or with like the one creature they play off of these scales. We can just like path disenchant scales, or we can just like try to grind them out of threats. Yeah, this is the one thing I was concerned about. This is just like they just like play a shitty thing I don't want to path. We could just give her leaf up disenchant here. Path upkeep. I don't even know if I want to path this Archon worker. There's like so many better things to path. Just disenchant the worker. Yeah. I don't know. It feels weird using my premium removal on this shitty thing. That's my biggest concern, right? Is like if as soon as my opponent starts like we don't have a quick clock. As soon as my opponent starts hitting land drops, this double scale is just gonna get obscenely out of hand. So is it better to pop one of these scales? I think the answer might have been yes if he only had one scales, but the fact that he has two makes it a lot more gross to just hit one of them, right? Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like, we kind of just have to attack. Where'd you get Lily from? We got her from a rescue shelter place. And they said she'd be about 60 pounds. Uh-oh, that hits land drop. That hits land drops. Am I scared of a ballista next turn? They have land ballista, they can't ping anything still. Unless it was like, unless it's like a Darksteel Citadel ballista, because then they would have Metalcraft for Mox Opal, and they could ping them down the Mariner. Come on, just play Seachrome. Like, I'm not doing anything with my mana this turn, though, so I vaguely want to, like, be able to Field of Ruin this Inkmoth Nexus, you know? Like, I'm not gonna need this Seachrome Coast as my 5th land drop, right? Do you expect it to suddenly kill you? I mean, I just kind of want to kill it, right? Well, because I'm not doing anything with my mana this turn. I expect that at some point I may want to Field of Ruin this Inkmoth Nexus, and I might not be able to like do that and cast Wisp in the same turn or something, right? And it's like it's not like my Field of Ruin targets really get better versus this deck. Question is, do I attack with the Giver of Runes? Which I think the answer is still yes. You're not casting Flicker Wisp? I don't think so. With no value. Flicker Wisp lets me just like kill a Ballista or a Hangerback Walker for free. Ben XDC, thanks for the 3-month resubscription. Appreciate the support. Flicker Wisp is just like a free kill on any of their like 0/0 guys. Land drop, Ballista for 3. Only get punished if it's a actual factual Darksteel Citadel. I think we need to push damage. I guess they have like land drop 1-drop artifact. this is just a hanger back, that's fine. Because then the Flicker just kills the hanger back here. Kapow. Do I want to leave a path here? I don't think so. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 next turn, so I do want to attack with everything. So we just have actual lethal. Core Tribal. We got 3 core in play. Wombo combo. Ballista does nothing. We path it. We also did not quite have lethal without the path, actually, but nice. That is why I wanted to sit on the Flickerist for sure. Because it is like just a free kill on a Ballista or a Hangerback Walker, which we were definitely running low on answers for. Red Devil 2406, thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. This is looking sweet. Yeah, we've been doing good. Mariner seems insane against Walking Ballista. And also Giver Runes. Giver Runes is pro colorless. Some hot stuff.
You're so
Did she eat that whole rawhide?
Did she? I'm not seeing it, so I'm gonna go with yes.
Here,
She
Giver
ate
of
the
Runes is
whole
better than
rawhide.
Mom and Legacy. Yeah, something like that, honestly. Renin 6 and Plague Engineer. Army of Thalia, thanks for the 14-month resub. Van my babe praised the Stoneforge, we did it. Only took literal years. Appreciate the support. What's up, Min? Hello, Lily. Please don't go crazy. This game's like almost acceptable, but it's a lot less acceptable in this format on the draw to keep a bunch of 3-drops when we don't have anything to do with our mana. I think this hand's a ship. I don't think Aether Vial's this good, especially on the draw. Yeah, this hand seems a lot better. We should get to ship one with this extra Aether Vial. She might start whining again if she's over by the door.
No, she's sniffing around.
Just making sure. Oh no, Temple Garden. We can't beat any Temple Garden deck. Oh, fuck. Can we ever beat Boggles with this deck? Just like straight up no, right? Can you share your current D&T list with somebody? Yeah, I'll try to give it a show here. Please never put Important to Modern, no. Does Boggles run Stoneforge? No. We 0-3 or 4. We're 2-0 right now all time. Get out of here. Alright, this is threatening. We're on the draw too, so we can't like Queller a Daybreak Coronet. Well, let's just go Stoneforge up our Batter Skull. We can block it if it doesn't get first strike. And then fucking die. We don't have the pro... the pro green sword isn't nothing if they don't have like trample. Alright. Please, no breaking my day. Oh, well, that's pretty good too. Unblockability. Batter Skull doesn't not raise this. I mean, it doesn't race this either, but... Yeah, we also have to not die next turn. That's also true. I can't afford to leave with Spell Queller, though, right? Because we just have to put in this Batter Skull, or we are just dead. I have to assume my opponent's hand is actual nothing. So I have, like... I can't afford to leave up a Smoke Queller here, because if I leave up a Smoke Queller and have to cast it, we're dead in 2 turns from this Glade Cover Scout anyway. If you leave a Battle School, you should have died the next turn anyway. Yeah, but we don't, right? If they don't have anything, we get hit for 6 or whatever. We can put in Batter Skull and like suit it up with a sort of Fire and Ice or sort of Light and Shadow to also gain life, and then have a Smoke Queller on Vial to counter more equipment. So I think the only line here is my opponent has literal nothing in hand. I don't think any other line beats that. Like they can. No. No. Oh, that's not anything. We also have to top deck a land here, right? So we can equip the equipment as well.
She wants attention, Tara.
I can't give her any attention.
She's like right under your desk.
Go grab Light and Shadow, untap, pick up the vial. She's whining again. We have a turn this. Sure, we're not dead, because we can gain life from this germ attacking as well. We can't cast this Thalia, though. We're just going to lean on Spell Quellers. We'll be able to cast the Thalia in a couple extra turns. Problem is that they're also like drawing cards with this Core Spirit Dancer. Maybe I should have actually gotten Fire and Ice to just clear the core. I didn't think about that. Guess I should have also attacked my 2 Mystics for extra damage here. So now we pass with 2 Quellers up. Need the life gain. That's true. We do need the life gain. Ethereal Armor. Well, can't let that resolve.
Lily, sit. Sit. Good girl.
You can. Can we? It was targeting the Glade Cover Scout. We just fucking die, right? You have a Giver. What's that gonna... It has pro creatures. We can't block it, right? It's just gonna dome me for 9 million. Wasn't he putting on Spirit Dancer? No, I'm pretty sure he was putting on Glade Cover Scout, because that's like the way better line. Also, I'm pretty sure it was targeting that. We only go to 1 here, though. And then we get Light and Shadow. Probably not supposed to Spell Queller this. Probably just using my Giver to give my Germ Pro green. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not lethal. He did put it on Dancer? Shit, I should have let it resolve them. I'm dumb. It was Charting Scout, that was the trigger. Yeah, that's what I thought. Shlily. Alright, don't fetch. Don't fetch like an idiot. So now give this thing pro green. Please choose another turret creature, didn't I? Oh, I can't. No! Because I equipped the Sword Blade Shadow first. Oh, well. That's probably still fine. Take chump block. Can we attack with everything? Yes. Shlily. Attacking with 1 Stoneforge doesn't do anything. Let's attack like that. Still gain 6. Do we have lethal next? I think we still have lethal next. Shlily! But it means if my opponent, like, draws 2 enchantments here, then we just die. Path to exile my spell queller, huh? I guess I have to spell queller that. Get that extra life from the sword. Wait, hang on. No, I don't. I can just give her runes. Oh, fuck! Wait! I thought I had cancel. Shit. Wow, got. Thanks. Thought I hit cancel from me casting or activating my Aether Vial, not that. So now we have to spell queller this, and now we like don't have lethal. Wow, fucked up. And they get to like draw a card too. Because this Core Spirit Dancer.
Lily. Okay, child. Go to sleep. Lily. Sleep all day. Go to sleep now.
So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We actually even would have lethal if we could get past the Spirit Dancer, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I attack with everything, I put them to 1. And we gain a bunch of life. We're still dead to a bunch, but shh, Lily. Am I dead to anything if I... Yeah, I died to a Path to Exile if I attack with the Giver, so there's no point in attacking with the Giver. Play the Thalia first? Yeah, too late now. Might have fucked up. I mean, I definitely fucked up. Hunted like already twice here. But hopefully we don't get extremely punished. But if we do, I deserve it, so. Not attacking with the Giver did let them fetch here. But I didn't think that would matter. I didn't assume that they had a 4-drop. Oh, well. That's not lethal, right? That's only 9, but it does give lifelink, so. No, it's only 8. I think we still win, right? We can deal 9 damage. Yeah, we just win. Six, 7, 8. Yeah, we're just. Crunch. Batterskull's so good. Batterskull actually is very good at racing boggles. Repeatable life gain is huge, especially with their equipment. Despite my numerous fuck-ups, my opponent's deck did not help them out enough. Probably want all these things. Is Teferi good enough? It's like, is bouncing like, I guess bouncing enchantment's kind of hot if they just have like an enchant. Wait, oh yeah, it's still enchantments. Okay, if they have like an enchantment and a daybreak or something. You shouldn't have won that game. I mean, I should have won that game, but then I punted twice and shouldn't have. But luckily, Boggles' fail rate bailed me out there. Giver is good if you could activate her. Yeah, Giver was good there if I had like actually protected from Path to Exile. Am I supposed to board in like more paths to beat Spirit Dancer? I guess we'll figure out what sucks first. Imagine Mariner is probably just horrible here. They like don't target your shit except with Path to Exile. This is a pretty clean cut. Oh no, we have 2 paths in here still, but. I guess we already have these Reflector Mages in too, which are... I guess Reflector Mage also sucks. These are the cards I actively already like kind of want to cut. Reflector Mage might be worse than Unsettled Mariner. Is Path worse than Unsettled Mariner, though? I'm not positive, but I don't think so. Like, having Summoner Paths is never really that horrible, and like having a 2/2 with almost no text isn't super relevant. Maybe it's okay, though. Do I want all these equipment? I guess we kind of do, just we don't have anything else going on. Mariner attacks. Yeah, it's not nothing. Tony Idaho, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. It's not necessarily dead removal. They're definitely a non-zero number of Spirit Dancer draws where Spirit Dancer does just, like, put you in the fucking ground. What if my Boggles opponent is on Stoneforge? Oh man, Stoneforge Boggles? That sounds actually pretty hot. You can just tutor up the equipment and put it on your Boggle. If they have Stoneforges, then I'll board in my Manriki Husari and get them. Stoneforge, yeah, it's not good, but it's sweet. Why would you need to like tutor swords when your like Boggles already plastering their body against a wall with just any random equipment? This hand sucks. T-Paz, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. This hand is much better. Well, not much better. Our mana is definitely awkward, but give her Thalia. Good enough. We'll ship the Geist here. Shipping the Mariner is not unreasonable. Geist Clock's a lot better. And we already don't have the mana for the Mariner anyway. Ship the Sword. Sword seems pretty strong. Does take a couple lane drops to hit, though. Oh, nice. Getting fully punished for our colorless lands. Managed to get 4 Stoneforge for 45, popping depending on whether I'm keeping them or not. Yeah, if you can offload them and then buy them back later for cheaper, it's definitely a line. I'll block. I will no longer block. Sword of Feast of Famine lets me like block this though. As long as it doesn't get like pro creatures or something. Pro green lets you like actually block Boggles and stuff. I guess Giver already lets me block this, but it doesn't like soak up the damage or anything. Hey, didn't I just put you to the bottom? London Wolves a vampire tutor for the thing you... Yeah, London Wolf just puts it back on the top instead of the bottom. I have no idea what Mystic settles at. I guess it depends directly on how playable it actually ends up, right? Which I think is, the answer is, like, pretty playable. Well, if all they can soak up 1 damage here, right? I think you double block. Doesn't they just first strike my Giver? And why would I double block an 8/4 and lose a Giver, for instance? And his first strike, and also just has 4 toughness. Pro green. Absorb my 1 damage. But it's Hellbent, though, so if we can find not another Unsettled Mariner. Didn't I just put this to the bottom also? Can't cast our Sword of Feast and Famine. We're not dead, but we're pretty dead. We could probably disenchant. We're already like going to 1 or something, though. I can't cast anything, so I will play land and say go. I think we're on a 0-outer. Well, that's definitely a 0-outer. That's just lethal. Alright. We'll run it back. Being on the play definitely helps. If you can get like turn 2 Thalias like on the play. Is this hand good enough? This hand might be good enough. Giver and Mystic. Well, we can get the pro green and the pro white equipment and stuff. We don't have enough mana to like get online quickly, but I think this hand's a keep. We don't have that much hate that we're actively trying to draw. Probably just fetching Island with this Flooded Strand. I don't really want to shock myself in this matchup. Get my ugly ass Island here. Go get Feast and Famine. For the pro green. Do I attack for one? No, because I can like block and absorb more damage. Rather absorb minimum 2 if it has trample than like attack for 1 here. Man, if I only had a Path to Exile. Geist. That doesn't really do a lot. Kind of want a Batter Skull Giver here. Get this Feast and Famine online soon. I guess getting Feast and Famine online would also like make my opponent I guess making my opponent discard isn't super good in the face of a Core Spirit Dancer, but Stony Silence, and we have a Batter Skull, but that is horrifying. I did not keep a good hand against Stony Silence. Punch for 4. I think Thalia might be better than Geist here, honestly. Geist punches for a lot, though. Especially with, like, Giver of Runes. But it's probably Thalia. I wonder if I'm supposed to actually like pro-white my Stoneforge and attack with that too. We have a pretty good defense set up here though. My opponent needs a lot of enchantments to get past like a bunch of Giver of Runes and a bunch of big things. Hyena Umbra on the Spirit Dancer. Okay, so they're trying to go big. We can't really punish. We can punish the Spirit Dancer with our Flicker Wisp. Opponent is certainly going big. But it doesn't have trample, so it doesn't do anything. Now we play the Geist. So we pro-white my Batter Skull, punch them for 4. You can shuffle out with the Glade Cover if they want. I think that's fine. Yep. The big thing here is if they draw Trample, we're in trouble. But if they don't, we're in a decent spot. This is like a Unflinching Courage. I'm pretty boned. Favorite corner doesn't give trample, right? First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Yeah, sure. They're drawing a lot of cards. We're still fine. They can't deal they can't deal damage because we have protection. Unsettled Marin doesn't do a lot here, but it probably does more than Stoneforge Mystic. I think 28's a good enough life total where I would rather be pro-whiting my Geist and attacking for 4 in the air. Especially with like a Dryad Arbor in play. For guaranteed damage and all. No. Do we want to just keep gaining life? Spirit. Oh, wait, Spirit. Oh, yeah, shit. Spirit damage does have reach. Alright, yeah, that's a good call. Alright. Well, pro-whiting the germ it is. I just gain 11 life. Jesus. Would have been very bad. Pro-white. Punch. So Geist actually is like actively bad here because we'd have to like protect the angel or something, or else they gain a bunch of life there too. Go Mariner. We should hope they never draw a trample enchantment. Any of their Rancors or Daybreak Coronets. Ah, fuck, Spirit Mantle. That's probably also GG, isn't it? Unless we draw Flicker Wisp or something to punish the Spirit Dancer. Man, if one of these Unsettled Mariners like Path to Exiles or something. Something that I thought about having in the deck instead of these 2/2s that don't do anything. I have like 4 Flicker Wisps to draw here. Disenchant for the Spirit Mantle, or Deputy of Detention for the Spirit Mantle. Teferi doesn't really do anything. Some draws. Also, we can't even cast Teferi with our Thalia. Come on, Wisp. Force of Vigor. My Batter Skull. That's not very good for me. Exiling Unflinching Courage. Really? Okay. Flicker Wisp off the top. That's not a Flicker Wisp. That is not a Flicker Wisp. Guess it might have been like their only green card. I'm gonna Field of Ruin Stoneforge thin the deck. Even better. Oh yeah, Flicker. All the protection creature would stop Flicker Wisp. So we need like Deputy, and then we need them to not have Trample. We need a lot here. Yeah, this Stony Silence is pretty backbreaking for my game plan. We can get in for 2, but I don't think it matters. Rather, well, nah, I think we're just dead. I don't know, pitching that Unflinching Courage seemed kind of loose. Maybe they just had the second Unflinching Courage. Can we give protection hit with Geist? I mean, they could block the Angel with their Reach Creature, and also, like, we just are making it to their life total with their giant lifelinker. We technically get another draw here. We could soak up 4 damage. Oh, no, we don't. Yeah, I forgot the thing is pro creatures. We're exactly dead. How's the deck? Pretty good so far. I do think that you actively do like want to be leaving in some number of paths in that matchup over like Mariner. Mariner doesn't actually do anything. Like this 2/2 isn't winning. 2/2 isn't doing shit, guys. Hey, here, let's drop the deck. We're playing Modern. Stoneforge got abandoned Modern. Quaj. This is a very rough draft. I think a lot of the card choices in here are like kind of loose, but I slapped together a list real fast and jammed it. But anyway, so you're currently. Oh, you wanted my legacy version? I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I guess I could just show it real quick. Just screen grab it while I'm queuing in here. Do you want? I assume no squawks. Where's Legacy D&T? Here's my legacy list currently. Just screenshot it, whatever. Back to modern.
Do you see this?
Yes.
We brought in a bed.
Hang on, let me show chat. So we brought in this dog bed that's behind me. And then Lily is just asleep under this chair over here. Smile, you're on camera. There's a whole ass dog bed right here.
Yeah, why did we bring that in here?
Crusader. Yeah, Crusader I think is actually secretly really good in Legacy right now. In Death and Taxes, all of the 4-color control decks are cutting all their lightning bolts because lightning bolt doesn't kill Tarmogoyf. It's a cat bed, not a dog bed. That one is a dog bed. It's huge. Sand sucks. Why do I keep being on the draw? Can I win a die roll? Oh, Sand's much better. Ship the second Thalia. Easy keep. Life's good. Oh man, is a Stoneforge a mirror match? Like Tomek? Yeah, Tomek's strong right now. There's a lot of depths in the format. I mean, 3 Crusader and like the 1 Revoker, I think, are like the more techie choices. And like going down to 1 Revoker. I don't think I was supposed to cast Thalia into this. It just looks like they're on control, right? So we just play the control game. Surprising how Spirit Keeper. Yeah, I cut the Spirit Keeper for more Crusaders because the Grixis and 4-color control decks can answer Spirit Keeper better now with Plague Engineers. And if they don't have many bolts, it's really hard for them to answer Crusaders. So it's all just about like what's best against the removal suite, and Spirit Keeper is not super good against Plague Engineer. I don't like just casting Thalia into this, but I also don't like not casting Thalia and then getting like 3 mana to Fairy on my Vild or something. God, that would suck. Maybe we just have to fucking cast this Thalia. The addition of Planeswalkers makes this matchup like a lot weirder. Teferi's like obnoxious against Aether Vial. So it smells like a push. I don't know, it feels like they're more of a blue-white deck. They could, like, path me, but... I guess, like, Teferi's not, like, super... Like, they don't have, like, 4 Teferis. They probably have a lot more removal spell / counter spells here than they do Teferis in their deck. And I think Teferi is one of the only things that really punishes me for not putting Thalia into play here. Ooh, it is Esper. Took up the Vial. Second Thalia. Could like cast a Geist here into a removal spell, but I don't really, or into a counter spell, but I don't think I want to. Even though we have 2, we just force my opponent to answer both of them off the Vial. Geist are a really hard threat to deal with, right? I'm gonna have Vial and the Thalia on their upkeep here. Sling CR, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Eventually, we're gonna have to play into counter spells of some sort, right? Because this Vial's going up to 3, and we'll have to like cast our 2 drops, but make them a lot worse for sure. I think these double Geist seems really strong against whatever the hell my opponent's up to, as long as I don't cast like a Lingering Souls. Collective Brutality, yeah, sure. We'll probably cast a Thalia here into 1 open mana. Spell Snare. We just get wrecked. I probably should have fetched. Oh well. Guess we could actually leave the Vial on 2, put in the Thalia, and then cast Geist. That effectively plays around even like Spell Snare. We don't have to take the Vial up to 3 yet. But then we can't like surprise Geist to my end step. That plays into a Supreme Verdict? Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that plan. We're just gonna get Spell Snared if we get Spell Snared. Ooh, Moorland Haunt is nice. They could just have an Opt or something. We don't know if they have exactly Spell Snare here. Oh, they're just fetching, sure. So now we have Surprise Geist. Another Collective Brutality. Sure. We got Moorland Haunt for these Thalias. Alright, so this time we're gonna fetch. Get him with the Geist. Can't really Field of Ruin them off of anything. Punch. And the Field of Ruin land comes in untapped, so I don't want to like give them the ability to cast a spell this turn. Might activate Field of Ruin at some point, but I don't think that point is right now. Could maybe hit like this Watery Grave or something. Take them off of double black, and like they'd have to get an island or a swamp or something. Or it's the Squawks. Squawks will also be at some point. I have a lot of things on my to-do list. If we activate Field of Ruin, we can... Activate Field of Ruin might be better served waiting on, like, to hit a Colonnade or something. We'll wait. Colonnade's a good blocker. If there's, like, Supreme Verdict to me, we can just make another Geist. Hey, this is a card that I did not want to see. Lingering Souls, because it blocks Geist of St. Traft really well. And they need to flash it back here. I think I'm gonna actually, I could just hold the Reflector Mage. If they only double block, we could like try to punish that way. If they triple block, they're like not an idiot, then we just miss 2 damage on this Reflector Mage. You have 3 cards in hand. Yeah, I'm definitely making a dude. I think I'm just gonna untap. Spell card would have been nice last turn. Yep, playing around like a path or something, or the Reflector Mage in this instance. This is fine. We'll leave the 1 spirit left here. We can clean it up whenever. Where's our Gonjo Castle? Yeah, seriously. We can clean up this spirit, or just like put in a Geist and attack some more. 6 is not a lot. Oh yeah, they are really low. We actually just put in the Geist, try to have lethal, right? And then untap Reflector Mage of the Spirit, just try to lethal them.
Why is it so hot in this room?
We have to be wary of Cryptic Command, though, right? So I'm gonna put a stop in my oh no. I already have a stop in my attackers. Cast the Reflector Mage? What does that do? Oh, because we have the Spell Queller. I mean, we could also just Violin the Mage and... So now we have with the ability to cast Thalia and Reflector Mage and Spell Queller here. So I think we're good. I think we have lethal. So we play Thalia first. If they Cryptic Command it, 2, 3, 4. Then we'd have to Spell Queller the Cryptic Command, but then they could have a removal spell on the Queller. Maybe we lead with Mage. Mage Thalia go to combat. What's the best way to do this? They have 3 cards in hand. What's the best way to beat a Cryptic Command? Best way to beat a Cryptic Command might just be go to combat. Depends on what time they cast it too. Yeah, I think we're gonna cast this Thalia. Then we have the ability to cast Spell Queller and Violent Mage, depending on what they do here. So yeah, we're gonna go to attacks. And then Vial in the Reflector Mage here. They could have like Snapcaster Mage and go to 1. But then we still have Moorland Haunt and like a million creatures in my graveyard. Also, we have the Spell Queller. Pathing the Angel. They don't have Cryptic up. What are the odds we get punished if we just quell this? I mean, if they're pathing the Angel, it's like pretty desperate, right? If they have like another removal spell, then they would also have to have another removal spell and then untap and then Verdict me in order to win. And even then, we have like Moorland Haunt going. I think I can Queller this. They remove spell the Queller, they get the path back, still have to path the Angel. And then like we still have... They could have a counter spell for this Spell Queller actually. Maybe just let it happen. A mana leak. Nah. Nice. They just didn't have anything. You're punished with counter spell into Verdict or like an extra removal spell into Verdict. Although I think our Queller just like isn't good if they have an extra removal spell regardless. But even then, like, assuming most of those plans work, they're going to extremely low life total, and we have a bunch of creatures in graveyard and a Moorland Haunt. It's like they're still pretty pressured. All right, sideboard cards for this matchup, huh? These Path to Exile, these Reflector Mages don't look that very good. Feast and Famine seems okay. Discard, I mean, it's worse than all of these other equipment, I think, though, right? What would we be cutting for it? I don't think this is like Legacy where you want to cut your like Giver Runes effect against like the blue-eye control deck, because I think these matchups are like a lot more spot removal intensive. If we cut the 2 paths, then we do have extra slots here. We could bring in like Deputy and sort of Feast and Famine or something. Deputy like exiles a walker, has some random upside. Reverse Modern Blue Eye. Reverse Esper something. They cast 2 Collective Brutalities, a Path to Exile, and a Lingering Souls. Oh yeah, Deputy. Oh, Deputy is good against Lingering Souls. Yeah, I'm in for that. Reflector likely rather than Path. Yeah, we're cutting them all, I think. Deputy is very good against Lingering Souls. Would 100% buy that argument. Geist's in draft was nuts. Geist is very nutty versus control decks, as it turns out. Also, the Moorland Haunt. Moorland Haunt is also busted against control decks. That looks sick. It's definitely in very early stages, but it's been performing pretty well. I think this hand is good just based on how good Aether Vial is in this matchup. Sister Creation. Yeah, mostly. I just stole some ideas from Basic Planes buddy of mine in chat. We were brewing up some starter blue-white blade or blue-white taxes lists. Bowser good, so this is good. Yeah, that's my thought. My concern is that because my opponent's living in Stoneforge meta and maybe not playing Stoneforge, is that they're just gonna have a bunch of Stony Silences, and Sand sucks. But maybe we should have brought in the Disenchant. Couldn't think of it. Yeah, it's like not unreasonable. Just for like actually for just for Stony Silence. Well, I didn't come here to not jam the Stony Silence. Or not jam into Stony Silence. Yeah, I guess there is a non-zero chance they're playing Stoneforge Mystics. They have like a very control-oriented draw, but it's definitely possible for some of the other blade lists. Could also be on like sideboard Stoneforges, we don't know. Seems kind of weak without Blade Splicer. I'm missing some obvious synergy besides Stoneforge Mystic. Just mostly with the Aether Vials. It's probably one of the more weak cards in the deck, but just like Aether Vial plus Flicker Wisp is a really good combo. But yeah, you're right. We don't really have a lot of Flicker my own stuff for value. And Reflector Mage is a pretty good combo, but there are a lot of like reasonable Flicker targets in the format as well. What am I getting here? What am I stone forging for? Definitely not Batterskull, because my Stoneforge is probably dead, even with this Queller. Feast and Famine. Opponent does have like a million cards in hand. Fire and Ice isn't bad either. They did show a lot of black removal, that is true. The protection isn't nothing. Yeah, let's go with Feast and Famine. Wow, nothing? Let me untap and take out my vials into like Spell Queller Flicker Wisp territory. Oh man, we just drew Sword of Fire and Ice. What's it like? Why tutor one when we can just tutor both? Just Halfon untapped, go, I guess. I could like put in Sword on Equip to my Stoneforge Mystic here, but I don't know if I care about that. Blink Stoneforge. I wouldn't just blink it right now for no reason. They have a bunch of mana up, right? They could just kill it. I'm just gonna put equipment on my Stoneforge and force them to try to kill it, and then Flicker Wisp it for more value. Not now, but oh yeah. In general, yes, that is definitely part of the plan. Horror 213. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. What you got, opponent? Planeswalker. Collective Brutality. I have no instants or sorceries in my hand. What's the best way to do this? Probably Flicker Wisp. So we're going to activate first. Put in Feast and Famine, I guess. Feast and Famine's good because it also like lets me untap my mana and shit. Put that in. Oh, we actually don't have Queller up too, but that's fine if they want to burn a second removal spell in the Stoneforge Mystic. You can see in my hand, I have nothing. They do know about the Spell Queller, but I don't know how much they can do about it. I have nothing. Yeah, I have nothing they can take. that was a very good turn for us. Do I just want I kind of want Batter Skull just in case we run low on threats. We just cast it at some point here. I don't think Light and Shadow is quite what I need or want here. Ooh, a Geist. That's pretty strong. So I could cast a Sword of Fire and Ice here and get and untap my mana, but I'm not doing anything with my mana, right? Besides, like, I could, like, cast that Batter Skull or something. Wait, I'm equipping the Flicker Wisp, so I could just equip Feast and Famine, and, like, I guess I'll put in the Sword of Fire and Ice. That's probably fine. Wow, do they really just not have anything? And we just put in Batter Skull or Sword. Make some big creatures. Collective Brutality of the Stoneforge again. Like, okay, sure. Like, I'll let it die. I don't even think I want to Spell Queller this. They're just so fucking dead. Are they actually just dead? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, they're just actually dead. You put in Batter Skull or Sword of Fire and Ice, and they're probably dead either way. Want to just cast the sword? They had mana up, right? There's a chance, like, they could counter it, and there's a chance that I care about them countering it. I don't think that chance is high, but let's put in the Skull. Sword can be just cast for 5 mana or whatever. Yeah, just let this happen. We have Spell Queller up. Gonna Supreme Verdict me, opponent? That will not go well for you. Also just gonna put in this fucking Geist of Saint Draft. Wait. They don't even have Cryptic mana. Goosed. Nice, we did it. They died. What a game. Alright. Alright, things that I've learned so far is that, I don't know, things I've learned is that I really like all the blue splash cards, honestly. Yeah, I don't really know what my opponent's deck did not seem like they were firing on all cylinders. They drew a lot of lands. They discarded one to an Escalated Brutality and then like another to my Feast and Famine trigger, and it still had like 6 lands in play or something. Seemed like they were flooding out pretty badly. Irish Green 114. Alright. Our final opponent. Hey, we won the die roll. Look at that. This hand is medium plus. Medium minus. 4 lands is a lot. We don't really have we don't have a turn 2. Spellcaller Giver is pretty strong though. Sneep. Yeah, I think this is a keep. I'm not like thrilled about it, but they sassy, they said, "What's up, mate?" They were just greeting me, so I said, "Hello, good luck, have fun." Bloodstained Mire. What does that mean? Goblins? That seems terrifying, right? Probably just never fucking beating goblins, just like in Legacy. Kind of want to fetch so I don't draw more fucking lands. So much white mana. Well, we can attack. What about Modern Goblins is terrifying to anyone? I don't know. It's just basically like I'm playing a bad version of my Legacy deck, they're playing a bad version of their Modern deck. I assume it lines up the same way. We don't even get Umezawa's GTA in this format. Tarfire. Well, it's dead. This Spellcrawler, not super good against my opponent's double Aether Vial. Yeah, Ringleader, Matron, Munitions Expert. That is a lot of scary shit. Yeah. Hopefully they just like cast a 3-drop here. Please just like cast a Matron or something. Oh yeah, Spellcrawler works. We're good. Come on, cast a spell. That will quell literally anything. Deal. Gimme. Can we just draw a Stoneforge Mystic? Mariner. That's not bad. It's not good. It's certainly not bad. Don't play music on my stream, please.
I'm sorry, somebody sent the cat thing again. It's still very good.
Alright, well, hopefully this motley crew of idiots is good enough to get the job done. Spoilers, it's probably not. What's this? Oh, that's terrifying. According to the record labels, YouTube's algorithms fucking know. They're on it. If you have like 3 seconds of a song in your video, we are the only ones using play. I don't feel as if we're winning. Yeah, doesn't feel good. 7 seconds is fair use. Yeah, I forget I don't know the exact amount, but like YouTube is really on copyrights.
Yet they will allow alt-right bullshit.
It's 2/1/1. Yeah, they don't do anything scary yet. But we also just are severely lacking in a clock. We do have a path for the first scary thing, so we're not like hosed or anything. Just like fucking cast a chieftain here. Not chieftain. Ringleader? Ringleader. Matron for Ringleader? Fuck. We're super dead. Maybe they'll just whiff. Man, no respect for second Spellqueller. Man, what if I just had second Spellqueller? How got would they get? Miss. Wow, that is not a miss. That's a lot of things. Another Matron and a Pile Driver and a Chieftain. Yeah, or War Chief. Yeah, we're dead. We are, in fact, very dead. Yeah, how about Ancestral Recall for all gas instead of missing? It's just like nothing I can even do. Maybe could have attacked with the Mariner that turn, but like, whatever. the shit out of me. Something, yeah. Yeah, you had to demonic tutor on a 1/1 into their Ancestral Recall on a 2/2 haste. Goblin's OP, y'all. Oh man, this thing is pro blue. I can't even block with Mariner. God, we're so dead. Important Wasteland. Important Wasteland always makes Legacy Goblins not embarrassing versus like some of the decks where you actually need that sort of mana dial, but like you still have a very like card advantage-y, like aggressive, like creature-based deck still. Just like in games that go long, you can't just Matron for Ringleaders and just like fucking plaster your opponent into a wall. What do they do? They mate. What do they do? They just divided in War Chief. That was it. And they put in Pile Driver. Now they're sure, whatever. I don't know what this Matron's even getting. Probably something that's bad for me. But like everything, Matron for Matron? Sure, I guess. Seems like not the best use of your Matrons. Matron for another Pile Driver. Ooh, that's horrifying. Huh. Are we just actually dead? No, we can block a Pile Driver past the other one, right? But we have to block it with our Giver Runes. Crunch me for 9,000 here. Casual 19 twos. Yeah, we're not beating the leftovers exactly. Do I have to trade with this other War Chief? Probably. Should have path in response to the trigger. Sure. Oh, so they're only. Oh, so it's only an 18-2. Yeah, per blue from Pile Driver. Can't block with Mariners. Have to jump block with Giver of Runes. I wonder if I actually like block a 1/1 and just like have 6 power in play and try to like somehow win from there. Maybe that's actually the line. Oh no, we can't block this Pile Driver with anything. All we have is blue cards. Man, this matchup does not seem good, nor have I prepared for it in the sideboard in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I guess this Revoker further Aether Files, Deputy, 2 more paths. I guess this is okay. I just want to like revoke their Aether Vials. Is this like Legacy where I want to revoke their Aether Vials? I imagine Thalia is horrible. Thalia has First Strike, and that's about it. I guess Geist also sucks. Geist just like can't attack and can't block, can't do anything. Or Thalia might be better than Geist of Saint Traft, honestly. Gideon. They file so much better than... Yeah, that's why we want this Revoker to turn off their files and shit. I don't think it's worth Disenchant, though. Geist is like absolute garbage here. Faux show. Yeah, I think our plan is like Stoneforge, and they never draw they never find Trashmaster like, ever. Rest in peace. So we can rest in peace while we're dying. Solid suggestions, solid lines, chat. Alright, the classic Thalia versus, Teferi, okay, I'm gonna play maybe. I guess Teferi bounces their Aether Vial. Maybe Teferi doesn't suck. Probably like Unsettled Mariner into Sword here. I think this hand's a keep, but I'm not happy about it. Yeah, maybe Teferi's okay at like bouncing files and stuff. Yeah, Reluctant Keep because it actually has cards that matter. Go, Mariner. I believe in you, Mariner. There's no way this could possibly go wrong. We'll just cast our Sword of Fire and Ice on turn 3. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Sure, yeah, that's fine. We just have to connect with this thing. Like, that's our whole plan. Technically, he doesn't know we're on Stoneforge. I imagine my opponent could guess. If they just have land, they can just Munitions Expert my Mariner. Man, please do it without playing your land first. Just like pass the turn, thinking with no land drop, thinking that they can Munitions Expert. Okay, that's very fine. This is fine. This is fine. .jpg. Do we punch their face? Like, do we shock their face? Do I even kill goblin tokens? They missed their land drop. I think I'm just, like, gunning for their face. Shock a goblin? Really? What's... How to murder a goblin? What's murdering goblins gonna do for me? The goblin scale away. What are they gonna do that scales with these goblins? I just want to clock them. I'm clocking them. Fuck you, chat. Last time I listened to you, we died to Core Spirit Dancer. I guess Skirk Prospector is a card that exists. Goblin Chieftain does... Oh, like the Haste Goblin. We have like a Thalia for that. Do I want a Thalia or do I want a double Giver? Thalia block. Givers block these. Thalia's better if they do Haste Goblin Chieftain or whatever. I do like leaving Spellqueller up next turn, though, which means we'd want to play like Giver plus leave up mana for Spellqueller, which kind of makes me want to play Thalia this turn. I think Givers are probably still better. We can also draw a land and still cast one of my other spells.
How you doing, Ryan?
What's up?
Look, I got her to settle down on the bed.
We just need them to miss land drops. Only like really one more turn. And then we're fine. Fuck does this do? Goblins and rogues cost one less, so that's fine. Oh no, that blocks my... Oh wait, no it doesn't. We can just pro-black my Unsettled Mariner, punch them. And then we'll probably shock the Frogtosser Banneret. Elaine says hi. Elaine's in chat. She says hi.
Hi, Elaine. You see this dog?
Chat cannot see the dog.
No, I'm talking to you. I don't care about your chat.
Actually, hang on. They're at 9. If we shock them down to 7, Spellcaller's just lethal, right? If we leave them at 9, we can't lethal them? Well, I guess we could, because this is 6, 7, 8. We'd like mom. Give her per red, attack through. Yeah, I'll kill the frog tosser.
Didn't Elaine have a dog?
Ooh, you drew a path. That's pretty good. We can't leave up Spellcaller and play Mariner, so we'll play the Thalia here. Okay, we could even like give her the Thalia too. Alright, yeah, we have lethal anyway. Alright, we got game 2 here, hopefully. Now we just need to do that one more time. I mean, I think that's exactly what I said, right? We need to run away with the game with an equipment and they need to never play Trashmaster. Like, that is the game plan. The question is, do I actually want one of these? That was easy, yeah. Seems easy. They just need to miss their land drops. Life will be fine. Teferi does seem much worse on the draw. It's like only good against Aether Vial. We can get it down. Land, take it up to 1, land takes up to 2. So we could bounce vials on 2. I think the answer was yes, I wanted it on the play. I think the answer was also no, it's not good enough on the draw. Gideon might be worth something, but they just overwhelm you so fast. I just want, like, more better blockers for, like, pile drivers and shit with all of our blue creatures. Let's run it back, we'll be fine. Don't worry, chat. We can do it. Man, this hand sucks. We can't do it, chat. Question, chat. Is this hand good enough? The answer has to be no, right? Give her into turn 3 sword is our game plan. Or, like, Vial into give her into turn 3 sword. There's, like, no way this hand's good enough. Opponent snap kept 7. Yeah, should have played Cataclysm for the Goblins matchup. Should have played Tivadar of Thorn in my sideboard. Like, this band worked out last time, but I don't think it'll work out this time. What am I looking for in mulligans, though, right? I'm always looking for Sword of Fire and Ice or Stoneforge for Sword of Fire and Ice, right? We have a creature. We have a Vial. What else would I be looking for? Like, Spell Quellers, Reflector Mage removal, I guess? Mull, because you have the Scumbag Batterskull. It's kind of reasonable. Mongol Smash, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. This hand's... Maybe this hand is a keep. Little Lily's getting antsy. We're almost done with the stream. You can take her up to her crate if you want.
No, we're good. We'll play. Oh, she's biting.
I'm gonna keep this hand. Maybe it's wrong.
Bitey, so bitey. Oh, you so bitey.
Alright, we just need to draw a Revoker to punish the one of Revoker in our deck. We'll be fine. This hand sucks. I don't think this hand sucks. This hand is like the best card in the matchup, right? It's light on like removal, but okay, no, we can't punish their mana. They just like led with Mutable. Pile driver, huh? Eh. Yeah, I was very shocked that they unbanned it, honestly. Hey, a path. Do I path this pile driver? I need to. I'm gonna shock in this Hallowed Fountain because we want to cast Sword next turn anyway. So I'm probably priced into casting this path this turn. Did Stony Spike too? Jeez. We even have Field of Ruins to push a Mutavault out of the way if we want to get swords to punch them. I don't think they're going to make anything scarier. They could play like a Chieftain. Yeah, they're just doing a Mutavault, sure. Yeah, I think I don't want to take a bunch of damage here. I wasn't going to path on my turn. I was just thinking about if I wanted to path at all. Like, if I wanted to save it. But I don't think they really have better singular threats. Their whole deck is scarier. Man, if they just have Lily. Sorry about that.
Lily, sit.
Yeah, we're always dead to munitions expert, whatever it's called. Lily does hate Mutavault. Mutavault is a cat, so I guess that tracks.
Sit.
Man, I really wish I had a 2-drop to Violin here. Just a War Marshal, I guess. Another Pile Driver. That's moderately frightening. Please just have nothing, opponent. Have all the cards in my opponent's hand are lands, and we're fine. Leaving Violin 2, which means what, like Matron into the whatever the thing's called, munitions expert. If you're majoring into expert, we're not getting. We won't be getting trash mastered at least. Yep, matron, sure.
Lily, sit. Sit.
Crater Maker, oof. Crater Maker is a beaten. Do I take this file up to 3? I think we have more 3s to draw than 2s. We cast a 3. Because we can't actually cast a 2 and this Giver of Runes. Hang on, what does my deck list look like? We have plenty of time. We have 2 Thalias and all this to draw, as well as a Phyrexian Invoker. We also have 4, 5, 6, 10 versus 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. No, we have a Deputy too. I think we're 11 and 11 exactly, actually. I think we're equally likely to draw either. Yeah, Flicker Wisp is a big one, so we take this up to 3. We technically don't have to play this Giver if we don't want to. Of course, we're guaranteed to draw whatever we don't tick to, so... we'll just draw a bunch. Yeah, we got this Batter Skull going, so it's not the worst. I'm just gonna field to run this Mutavault here. Do I get punished for not fielding this Mutavault right now? Is there a world where that punishes me? Probably. They could, like, sack it to something, maybe, if it's a goblin. This gives them the ability to cast a Tarfire on my turn, I guess, but... Alright. We have a plan. Our plan is for them to not have anything, as it always is. They have a lot of lands, so that's good for us at least. Please be nothing scary. Not a matron. Alright, Warchief's not that scary. We can just fog the Pile Driver here. Take 3. We block with this Giver. Oh, we can actually eat this matron, right? There's no, like, instant speed thing that punishes here, right? A Chain Whirler would be kind of a punish, but... Bread.
Lily's whining.
I'm almost done, so she'll be fine. Just have to play Crystal Vein. I don't play Crystal Vein as Modern Legal. Alright, let's go, Batterskull. Carry me to victory. You have to dodge half the legal printed goblins in the format. Yeah, pretty much. If we can untap with this Batterskull. Oh no! We're getting the Master of Trap. Alright. Come on, come on. Ah, fuck. Crater Maker and Matron and Renovator were so dead. That was such a fucking good.
Are you hearing that?
That was such a good Ringleader. Jesus. You're so dead.
Are you hearing that?
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
Or I'm literally done in like 5 minutes, so.
Okay.
Jesus, that was like such a fucking unbeatable Ringleader. It was just like actual everything they needed. Oh, now they hit Strict Prospector and Trashmaster too? Sure, yeah, alright. It's probably time to pack it in here. We have no outs at this point. They're at 18. Lily's going ape shit. Must be nice to cast our blade. The second Goblin Ringleader only drew 2. It was only a divination. I believe we're gonna call it quits here. We're drawing to nothing. Yeah, nice job, Revoker, coming in clutch. All right, opponent got us good. Lily's emoting how the stream is going. Hey, we did pretty well actually. I like this deck. So we're gonna wrap it up here quick because Lily's also like going ape shit in the other room. But, this was actually kind of sweet. I really liked all of the blue cards. I think the sideboard needs a lot of fleshing out, but obviously sideboard's the hardest thing to build in a super new format, right? But I really liked a lot of the main deck choices. Spellcore was really strong. Geist was really powerful against a lot of the control decks. Unsettled Mariner was not good in all of our matchups, but good in some of them, certainly. Like, really good against, like, Walking Ballista and stuff. Good thing we had those wet balls. Look, I was scared of Tron, okay? I don't think this deck can ever beat Tron. It's like, look at these 60 cards and tell me how many times out of 100 I'm going to beat Tron. Like, we played against a bunch of fair stuff, but, like, such is the life of Modern, especially, like, in a new format. You reduced their life to 0. How'd the league go? We 3-2'd. We queued into, like, we lost to, like, Goblins and Boggles, both of which seem pretty rough. I also think we can beat Boggles on a good day, but Goblin seems, like, pretty unwinnable, like it is in Legacy. Lavinia in the board, maybe Ceremonial Rejections may be playable. I don't think Lavinia does nearly enough, right? Lavinia, like, doesn't turn off anything. Doesn't even stop Hogax anymore. Hogax is dead. But anyway, Lavinia stops Karn, basically. What does it stop again? It stops things that you... Oh, you can't cast non-creatures with CMC greater than the number of lands you have in play, right? And then if you cast any spell without paying any mana, it gets countered, right? That's how that card works? But anyway, I don't think Lavinia... Maybe Lavinia's okay in the Tron matchup, but... Stream some Black Widow Stoneforge if you're stopping now. Yeah, if you want to hop on or something, I'm definitely stopping. I'll throw all these viewers your way. I'm definitely calling it quits. I was looking for someone to host. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Black White. We'll play Wasteland Stranglers soon all the time. Calm down. I need to change the island. That's true. The island's probably why we lost. But anyway, as always, if you like my content, you want to see more Death and Taxes stuff, we're going to be delving a lot into Modern soon. So you can follow, subscribe, or donate. I think I'm going to be running a deal for the next like couple of weeks maybe of like half off like D&T, Modern D&T donation deck list or something. But nothing's set in stone, but I'll tweet it out. But yeah, feel free to hit me up with all your sweet lists. Let's go host. Let's go host K-Ponce here. Yep, K-Ponce is online. All right. I donate for Modern Stoneblade. Yeah, I'm in for like a lot of Stoneblade brews, so I will probably tweet that out and announce it officially on like my next stream, which I might sneak in a stream tomorrow, but we'll see. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Go have fun watching some more Stoneforge content. I'll see you guys all later.